everyone, welcome back to another video on my channel. So today we're going to be doing something Christmassy, which is just such a shock, I know. We're going to be using this beautiful chrome from Tia's Beauty, which is called Ruby Chrome. It is absolutely stunning. I've already put a little bit in my lid ready to use. And then we're going to be using Royal Red from Gel Perfection, Alaska from Gel Perfection, which is their white, and then Blackout from Gel Perfection, which is their black, and then we're going to be using Magpie paints in red, white and black. So first of all, we're going to start out with a full chrome nail, which is going to be full red. So I'm going to go ahead and do a base of red, because I don't want it to be on black, because black sort of makes chromes a little bit darker. So just to keep it a bit brighter, I'm going to be doing it on a red background. So I'm just going to go straight in over this nail that I've already painted red in with my eyeshadow brush, and I'm just going to apply it straight onto the red. Now I'm not really doing this as a chrome effect as such, because I'm using it on this polish that I haven't actually no wipe top coated. It is literally just on the colour straight away, but Gel Perfection doesn't really have much of a, what's it called? I can't remember the name. It'll come to me eventually, but I don't know how long it's going to take. Oh, tacky layer, so it is much easier. I'm also going to use a silicone tool, just really make sure that it's in there and get off as much excess as I can. And then once I've done that, I'm just going to use my fluffy brush. This is just a background to a design, so it's not too important that this looks absolutely perfect anyway. But like I said, I've not put it on a no wipe top coat. I've just popped it over the top of my Gel Perfection red. But like I said, they don't have like a really crazy tacky layer, so it's a lot easier. But we're going to go over this with a no wipe matte top coat, because we're going to be doing some sugaring on top. So we're just going to matte top coat that. You don't want to go over it too many times with your matte top coat, as you might accidentally like move the chrome around, take some off and stuff like that. So just get it on there, get it in the lamp for a full 60 seconds cure. I've already painted this nail white, and with this one we're just going to be going in with a no wipe matte top coat again, because we're going to have some design on top of here too. So I'm just going in with the no wipe top coat. The red has ever so slightly stained it a little bit, but if I just keep brushing it, it's helping the red come out of the brush. So I can just keep going over it until it's come out. I'm just wiping it off camera onto a lint-free pad. It's getting less and less red. And then once I'm happy, I can put it into the lamp for 60 seconds again. And then when our matte red chrome is out of the lamp, we're then just going to go over with white gel paint from Magpie. So on this nail we're going to be doing sort of like a candy cane inspired effect. So I've just got my white gel polish, and I'm just going to literally just apply some lines. So I'm just starting here and I'm going up here. I'm just making sure that it's like really nice coverage white, because I'm going to be sprinkling some acrylic clear powder over this to give it a textured effect. So I'm making this one quite thick compared to some of the others, like it's not hugely wide, but I'm going to do just the thick lines first, and we're going to sprinkle some clear acrylic powder over them, pop them in the lamp, and then we'll do the in-between lines after that's been done. Magpie gel paints are fab because they cure without a tacky layer, which means that you can chrome on top of them, you don't have to top coat them. They're just really useful for that, so definitely recommend them. I can't help with recommending any others, I'm afraid, because I haven't used any different ones. I do get that question quite a lot, like what's an affordable good gel paint, and I can't help because I've never tried anything different, because I really do love these ones, and these are the first ones that I got, so I never really like had the need to test out quite a few different ones, because I was lucky enough to get these first and like them, so haven't had to mess around trying lots of different ones, which is a bonus because I hate that. So once I have completed this, like I've done that one, I'm going to do the other thick ones now and then come back and we'll sugar them. So once I've done that, this is what it looks like. And then I'm just going to get my clear powder. I'm using a Magpie one because, as you all probably know by now, if you watch the videos often, I just use that one because I don't use it on clients. So it's helpful to have something that I don't have to waste using it in here for videos. So I'm just going to use something to scoop it up. I just need to find something. I've just popped some in the lid of the acrylic. So I'm just putting that all over the nail, making sure that it's all totally covered. And then once I'm happy that it is, I'm just going to tap off the excess, pop it into the lamp, and let it cure for a full cure, and I'll take it out just off the excess, and then we can paint in between it. Once I've done that, I'm just going to do the exact same thing again, but this time I'm going to do some smaller lines next to those that I've already done. So start them wide enough for you to tell that they're like shiny compared to the others, but I don't want them to be as wide as the other ones. A little tiny hair in there that I need to get out. Honestly, hairs will be the death of me. I've said it before, I'll say it again. They're a nightmare. Right, I think it's gone. I'm not 100%, but we'll soon find out when it comes back in a second. So I'm leaving just a really tiny gap between this one. So you can still see the red, but it's not really, really thick. Like that. It's a lot easier when you don't have hairs to mess with. And then I'm going to go down to this one and do the same thing. I'm just making sure that I'm putting the right amount of pressure on my brush for how thick I want the line to be, because the more you press down on your brush, the wider it will splay the bristles, and that's how thick your line will be. So you just want to make sure that you have it how you want it. I'm having a wobbly hand day today because I've drank too much coffee, but that's my own fault. Okay, and once I've done that, I'm also going to do one above here. And then maybe one at the top as well. I think one, I'm literally just going to make this very corner a bit shiny. Just the very, very corner. And then that's it for that one. It's really cute. So we've got a mixture of different textures in this one. We've got the sugared bits and then the normal ones. So we've got some matte chrome, we've got some texture from the sweater, sort of like that's how you do the sweater sort of design as well. And then we've also got the shiny gel paint too. So next we're going to be doing a bit of sugaring on this white one. So we're going to be doing some red hearts and sugaring those. Well, we're going to be doing some sugared ones and some not, like we did on that red that we've just done. But to do the hearts, these are just going to be little ones. We're going to use the red gel paint from Magpie, which I've only just now realised is broken. That's not ideal. Anyway, so I'm just going to get a dotting tool with quite a large dot on it. And then we're going to just dip into here. And we're just going to create some dots next to each other on the nail. Different sizes, different angles and things. So we've got one there, we'll have one over here, more to the side. And then down here in the middle, maybe down here, some small ones, and then here, coming off the side. So once I've done that, I'm then going to get my brush back and make sure it's clean, of course. And then I'm going to apply a little tiny bit of red gel paint to the tip of my brush, but I really am like pulling through like this to get all the excess off, because we don't need any excess. We're going to use what's here with the dots. So we're going to join them up in the middle, and then we're going to pull them downwards. I've always found this the easiest way to do hearts. Obviously you can do your hearts however you find the easiest. It's totally personal preference, like anything. So that's what that one looks like. And then we're going to move down to here. We're just going to do the exact same thing with all of them. So just pulling them to a point and making sure that the two dots join in the middle as well. So once I've done this one, I'm just going to do the other ones off camera, because obviously you don't need to watch me do them all. So I'm just going to do the other ones, and when I'm finished we'll come back for the next step. So once we've done that, we're going in again with the clear acrylic powder and just popping it into the lid again. And then I'm going to sprinkle it over the top. Just give these hearts some texture. Make sure that they're all completely soaked, well, saturated with the powder. That one at the bottom didn't really get a lot, so I'm just going to pop it back in the lid. And then again, back over there. Make sure they're all completely covered. And then when they are, I'm going to pop that into the lamp. And then once it comes out of the lamp and I've dusted the excess off, we can just finish off that one. So once that comes out of the lamp, I'm then just going to use my dotting tool to create some dots around it. So I'm literally just going to place some random dots. These are obviously going to be shiny because we're not going to be popping any, what's it called, on top, any acrylic powder. They're just going to stay as they are. I don't want too many, but I want enough. So I'm just going to leave that amount on there. Maybe just one more over here. There we go. So I'm just leaving it like that. I'm going to cure that as well, and then this one is done. So on the red nail, I've already matte top coated this. We're then going to go in with the red gel paint again with a dotting tool, and we're going to create some larger hearts this time. So I'm just going to put a dot in the middle just to get the excess off. And then I'm just going to go in and create a larger dot, just about like that. And then another one as well next to it. Just bring it a little bit closer to this one. The bottoms of the dots don't matter, don't forget, because they're like the centre of the heart. So you don't need to worry too much about those. And then I'm just going to join them up. We're going to be using this for chrome because, like I said, Magpie's gel paints are perfect because they cure without a tacky layer. So I'm just joining up that middle dot to the sides of those ones. And then I will sort out it like a bit more once all that's done. I can see exactly what I need to do. I actually really struggle with larger hearts. Like, I do find them quite annoying, but I just thought, do you know what? Why not just do something I struggle with? Because I'm never going to get better at it if I don't do it a lot. So here we are, practicing. So I'm just filling in the middle bit. And then once I've done that, obviously, as you can see, it's not the best heart. So we're going to pay a bit more attention to it now and make it a bit better. So I'm going to take it wider for a start because I want it larger. So we're going to bring it outwards on the sides, on both sides. And then we're going to bring it down. One side is obviously always going to be easier than the other. It's just the way it is with everything. But you just got to try. That's all you can do. And then I'm just pulling it down. I will make it like symmetrical as I go along, but for now I'm just trying to make it as large as I'd like it first. And then once it's as long as I want it, I can then start altering like the width and stuff like that. So that is how long I want it, but I do want it wider. So I'm just going to pull upwards from that bottom point. I find it easier to pull upwards with a brush than I do to pull down, so that is why I do majority of it by pulling up, and then I'll just quickly go over it going downwards as well. I do feel like I want it even wider, you know. I'm not not sure. I feel like I do want it a little bit wider, but I don't know, because this is my problem. I mess around with things so much then I end up hating it. But while I'm thinking about this, the clock is ticking, time is passing, and this video is getting longer and longer. So I'm going to go off camera, finish off the heart. Do you know what? I don't think I am. I think I'm going to leave it like that. I'm going to just have a nice narrow heart on this one, I think. So I'm just going to leave it like that, pop it in the lamp, and then we can move on to the next stage when it comes out. Once that's out of the lamp, then I'm going to go in with the chrome again. So I'm just going to get it on my eyeshadow brush. I only need a tiny bit for this small area. I'm just going to pop that over the red. And once I've done that, I'm just going to dust off any excess. It won't stick to the background because we've matte top coated. And then once I've done that, that's our chrome red. And then we're just going to do some white dots as well. So I'm just going to get my white gel paint and create some dots with that, just like we did on the Love Heart nail. So just completely random, not too close together, but enough of them as well. And then once I'm happy, which I think I am, I'm going to pop that into the lamp. No, not, I lied. We're going to get some top coat this time, but it's going to be gloss top coat. And we're just going to top coat the heart itself because I want that to be glossy, but the background to be matte. So we're going to just get my nail art brush, make sure it's nice and clean and there's no red left on it. And then we're just going to get a little blob of no wipe top coat and just go straight over the top of that chrome to seal that in. Keep that nice and shiny while the background will stay matte. Don't want to go over the same area of chrome too many times because it can like dull the chrome a bit by moving it around slightly and like pulling it off the backing, which is obviously not what we want to do. So I am trying to do it relatively quick. Well, not really quick, but just not being too repetitive in the area that I do. And then once I've finished that, I can then pop it into the lamp. Okay, so I'm just going to pop that in the lamp now that that's all nice and top coated. So far we've got our white with little red ones, we've got our candy cane style nail, and we've got this one. I don't want to do anything too crazy for the other two nails because I think it'll take away from like all the craziness that's already going on. I think that'd probably be my middle nail, that'd be the outer one. This one would probably be somewhere over here. I think I'm going to do just glitter now for the rest of this set because there isn't any glitter in it at the moment and it's really bugging me. So I think we're going to use some glitter. So I'm going to get like a whitish glitter, like a iridescent to go over a white, I think, and then have a red glitter to go over a red. But I'm just going to burnish it into the tacky layer instead of sprinkling it over and then encapsulating. So I'm just going to grab some glitters. So I've decided I'm not going to do what I just said and burnish them. I am going to sprinkle them, but I'm not going to top coat. I'm just going to keep them like sprinkled effect and nice and textured because obviously this I've accidentally put my top coat where my black is meant to be and vice versa. So I'm just going to apply a coat of diamond gloss, and then before I top coat it over this one, I'm going to sprinkle Vamp, which is a beautiful classic red glitter from Sparkle Supplies UK, and then I'm going to sprinkle Gold Crush over the white. So this is the red, it's just a red, which is obviously what we need for this set. I'm going to use this contraption, which is originally for dip powder, but never mind. And then I'm just going to sprinkle this straight on top. I'm going to try and catch as much as I can, and then we're going to leave this just as it is in the top coat. Just making sure that absolutely everywhere is covered, even though it means making a huge mess. And it is, so I'm just going to pop that onto the lamp and then we can get on with the other one. So I'm just going to pull this out, pop it in here. I got this contraption from Shein, by the way, if anyone would like to grab one. So that is where you can locate those. So the next one we're going to be using, like I just said, is Gold Crush, I think. Yeah. So we're going to pop a layer of top coat over the white as well. And then that'll be great. I've just got a little speck of that on, which is annoying. So a layer of no wipe top coat. And then we're going in with this glitter, which is absolutely beautiful. I use this all the time, which you've probably noticed because it's always in the videos I do this with, but it is just stunning. Very, very good for this time of year. Make sure you really get the side walls and everywhere. And then once I've done that, I'm going to pop it in the lamp. So here's everything finished. I'm going to pop them all together on the little palette things on here, and then we'll see what they look like together. So here is the end result. I can't hold them without shaking, which is really annoying. I'm really happy with how they turned out. Actually very random, I know, but they're like half Christmas, half Valentine's Day, which is really bizarre, but here they are. I hope you enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it, so that counts for half of it, I suppose. Thank you so much for watching as always, and I'll be back with another video very soon. Bye!